Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Glad to be with you here on Tuesday, talking to you about you and your business. Got a lot to cover on today's program, so I'm going to get to it rather quickly. But I do want to mention that, I'm getting that sense the whole holiday season is getting here. I spent some time scrolling through the Christmas films on Netflix, and so I've now prepared myself for the whole Christmas season by watching the very thought-provoking family movie, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready for Christmas, feeling very sober after watching that movie, and so that's one of my favorites. One of those ones I watched dozens of times and can't seem to get enough. All right, going to talk a little bit about the restaurant business. Got Brian Casel. He's with a company called RestaurantEngine.com. Always interested to see. I think the food industry and restaurants in particular are an interesting monitor of what's happening in the larger economy. Brian, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Kevin. Great to be with you.
Glad to have you. Real quickly, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm a web designer by trade, and a couple of years ago I started Restaurant Engine, which is a kind of a niche web design service designed for restaurants, restaurant businesses, all shapes and sizes, really. So we just kind of provide a streamlined service to give restaurants everything that they need to have a strong web presence, kind of in a streamlined, easy to use, easy to get up and running quickly, an easy package to get going.
Right. Let's face it, people aren't getting into the restaurant business to make websites. And so there's a lot of different things that can really make someone lag along. And so stuff like that sure makes things easier.
Absolutely. It's just more important than ever that restaurants really kind of embrace the web and use it as a channel to attract more customers and more referrals and things like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the site, restaurantengine.com. Looks like you produce apps as well. And it'd be interesting. I'd like to learn more about your pricing model. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different than the traditional sense of hiring a web designer to create a custom website for you. That route usually requires several $1,000s to get it up and running, and then it's a couple of months going back and forth with your web designer. What we did with Restaurant Engine is we kind of flipped that model around. It's software as a service, so it's a subscription, keeping the prices low, and basically just restaurants can just come on, create their own website, or we can set it up for you, $99 one-time setup fee, and then it's just an ongoing service fee, which includes the web hosting, the mobile site, personal, professional customer support, and everything else that goes into it.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. How long have you been doing this?
So Restaurant Engine has been around for almost 2 years now, and I've been in the web design industry for several more years beyond that.
Okay. And what's the sense that you're getting in terms of the health of the restaurant industry with your conversations you're having?
Well, it's been great. It's interesting to see how restaurants kind of slowly but surely come on board with really embracing the web. I mean, for many years, they would just kind of let the website fall by the wayside or kind of ignore things happening in social media, like happening on Yelp and Facebook. But these days, I think things are turning around, and, it really just makes sense because restaurants see how valuable it is when their customers are using their mobile devices and their customers are going on Facebook and Yelp and sharing restaurant websites with their friends. It just becomes much more important.
Yeah, very true. I've been reading that we're not that far away. I was curious to get your feedback on this, to seeing the demise of menus entirely, printed menus. Obviously they'll stay on the wall, for restaurants that do that type of thing. But in many, many restaurants, they're going to be replaced with tablets, where they're going to have tablets that they're going to be working from. So it makes it much more dynamic. You can even begin to order from your table. What are you hearing about that type of thing?
Absolutely. We're seeing these things kind of pop up all over the place. Just using mobile devices, tablets, mobile phones, making sure that the restaurant's menu is available and easily accessible wherever you are, whether you're in the restaurant or you're out and about and you're looking for a place to dine. It really is important. The other thing that we're seeing really gain popularity in just the last few months is online ordering. So a lot of restaurants who do pickup and delivery service, they want their customers to be able to go on their website and actually place their order online without actually having to call up. And that, I mean, we've seen that's actually very popular with restaurants who cater to offices, ordering for the office or ordering lunch and things like that. So,
yeah, absolutely. So how's 2013 been for your company?
It's been great. We were just kind of continuing to grow slowly but surely. Just been seeing steady growth over the last few years. So we've been okay.
How many employees do you have?
We're pretty small, just 3 of us right now, and we kind of grow as the need arises. But we kind of keep things lean here.
Yeah, you kind of do 1099s as needed, basically.
Yeah, like half and half.
What time is your 1.5 for 1099 and 1.5? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
So, what part of the country are you in?
We're based in Connecticut, so
Connecticut?
not too far out of New York City.
Is much of your work in that region, or are you pretty nationwide?
We're actually nationwide, actually worldwide, really. So we do have a number of restaurants in our immediate area, but for the most part, they're kind of spread out across the country. A few in Europe, Canada, a few in Asia. So we actually, it's all virtual. We handle things over email and Skype these days. So it's been great.
Brian Casel is with a company called Restaurant Engine. That's restaurantengine.com. Thanks for spending time with us, telling us about what you do.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
When we come back, much more of The Price of Business right here on Business Talk 1110 KTEK.